How the U.S. government funded massive projects before income tax. Before the 16th Amendment in 1913, the federal government funded major infrastructure and military operations without individual income tax. Revenue came primarily from tariffs, customs duties, excise taxes on alcohol and tobacco, and land sales. In 1890, total federal revenue was about $403 million, with customs duties providing 57% and internal excises 30%. Federal expenditures were $318 million that year. Major projects funded pre-1913 included completion of multiple transcontinental railroads, construction of the Library of Congress, expansion of the Navy from 42 to 95 ships. USS Indiana cost $3 million in 1893, 27 new federal courthouses, the Pension Building, 1887, $886,000, Montana State Capitol, 1902, $485,000 federal appropriation, and significant contributions to expositions like the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, $2.5 million federal funding for the government building costing $400,000. The government building at the 1893 Exposition was a neoclassical structure with a 120-foot dome, Corinthian columns of Indiana limestone, marble and gold leaf interiors, completed in 18 months. Federal expenditures grew from $268 million in 1880 to $694 million in 1910, outpacing tariff revenue growth, $186 million in 1880 to $333 million in 1910, creating gaps in reported sources. Some former Treasury clerks and accountants from the pre-1913 era described separate ledgers for special appropriations or non-tariff revenue, including mineral royalties on federal lands, harbor fees, and railroad lease payments on public land grants. These were not always included in public reports. Gold reserves grew from $190 million in 1890 to $1.5 billion by 1910, despite funding wars and infrastructure, with official explanations citing economic growth and trade inflows not fully accounting for the increase. A 1910 congressional investigation, Aldrich Commission, identified approximately $340 million in expenditures from 1890 to 1909 categorized as internal improvements and special appropriations lacking detailed sourcing from customs or excises. Some records from the era were destroyed, 1921 Treasury Annex fire, or reclassified, 1930s New Deal reorganization.